A major blockbuster move just went down in the WNBA, with the league's leading scorer from this past season, Tina Charles, moving to the Phoenix Mercury to join the likes of Skylar Diggins Smith, Taurasi and Britney Griner. It's a huge move that will inevitably shake up the WNBA, and in my eyes, it's made the Mercury clear early favourites for the championship in 2022. Add into the mix the addition of Diamond Deshields through a recent 3-team trade, and the Mercury looks stacked for the 2022 WNBA season. So in today's video, I'll be breaking down these moves for the Mercury, what it means for the WNBA moving forward, and why Charles and Deshields' additions will make the Mercury the team to beat next season. Before we start, if you are new here and enjoyed the video, be sure to subscribe. For more women's basketball content like this, I'm trying to reach 2,000 subscribers on this channel by March, so all support would be greatly appreciated. Anyway, with that being said, let's talk about Tina Charles and Diamond Deshields. Firstly, let's focus on Tina Charles' signing. Initially, we kinda have to ask ourselves why Tina Charles left the Mystics in the first place. Though Charles was dominant in Washington and shocked a lot of people by scoring at a much higher rate than anyone imagined when she first joined, that wasn't her intention when joining the Mystics. With her being in the latter half of her career, she openly stated she wanted to take a backseat offensively, do her role and help contribute to wins, but in a smaller role to what she's been normally playing. Again, that's what she initially anticipated would happen. But with injuries to players like Della Don, she was forced to step up and be the primary option for the Mystics. And while that did turn out to be largely successful for her, having probably the best season of her career, it's not something she signed up for when she first joined the Mystics. And with the way things are looking with Elena Del Don and the rest of the Mystics roster, it's something she'd probably have to do again most likely next season. So in my eyes, that's given her a reason to leave Washington, now joining an already loaded offensively talented Mercury team. Here, Charles will be surrounded by other scoring studs like Taurasi and Griner, and therefore won't be tasked as often to be the go-to player, something she prefers at this stage of her career. So, what does her signing mean for the Mercury? How will she elevate their team? One thing Charles will instantly bring to the Mercury is further depth, particularly on offense. With Charles being a center, she's likely to play behind Griner off the bench, strengthening Phoenix's second unit by a ton. Her scoring ability is going to give the Mercury arguably the best bench unit in the league. I mean, imagine subbing off a player like Griner just to replace her with last season's leading scorer. That's just crazy to think about. Pair that with shooters like Sophie Cunningham to stretch the floor. That's going to enable Charles to have room to work inside and get her buckets. Charles is a fantastic inside scorer, shooting at a 65% clip within 5 feet of the rim. Elite. She's also a solid 3-point threat that gives her the potential to be a closer for the Mercury late in games. Not only will Charles bring great offense off the bench and a solid veteran presence, but she'll also bring a defensive-minded attitude to the floor for the Mercury. This will be particularly important in non-Griner minutes, as they now have another superstar center to bring the same intangibles she does when she has a rest. Simply put, Charles brings a lot of versatility to the Mercury that they can utilize, and it seems bound that she'll change the dynamic of their offense in a great way, elevating them from where they are at into true championship contender status. However, Charles will not be the only new addition making an immediate impact. Diamond Deshields was surprisingly traded from the Sky a few days ago, surprising because she played such a pivotal role in their championship run, and the Mercury should be able to utilize her well in their system. Deshields is great in the open floor, able to play make and score in transition really well. Defense at the wing position hasn't necessarily been a strong suit for the Mercury as of late, so bringing Deshields in is going to be important in bolstering that area. That defense was why Diamond received so much playtime off the bench in Chicago's championship run last season. Though she was average offensively, shooting just 40% from the field, her defensive instincts, hustle and heart awarded her with a significant role in the second unit. She was such an underrated member of that Chicago team, and to now join the team she just beat is going to add a lot of fuel to the fire that's instilled in Phoenix after that championship loss. To put it simply, there's a lot of winners on this team, and that experience is going to be crucial come playoff time. Overall, I think while Deshields certainly won't be the star of this team by any stretch, she's going to continue to make a significant spark as a member of the second unit like she was in Chicago. And that could be all the Mercury needs to lift the championship trophy once again in 2022. Overall, for these new additions to the Mercury, I think they both will almost certainly come off the bench for an already loaded squad. But that impact off the bench will be extremely important, particularly in the postseason. That's where non-starter minutes can make or break games. And as we saw last season with Chicago, we know how a good bench can be the difference between a first-round exit or having your name etched into history. That's why I think the additions of these two, particularly Tina Charles, will make the Phoenix Mercury so dangerous in 2022. I mean, their bench is basically a starting fight on some of the other teams in the league. It's crazy how stacked they are. Taurasi, Griner, Diggins Smith, Cunningham, Charles, Deshields, Kia Nurse, Shea Petty, these are all players on the squad right now, and they're all really quality players. It's just crazy to think about, and it makes me firmly believe that the Mercury are clear favourites to win it all, unless Seattle continues to bolster their roster too. Simply put, if Phoenix can maximise the potential that they have on paper, their fans are going to have a lot to smile about in a few months' time. The team looks crazy good. They've got the best bench in the W on paper, and I mean, they were already finalists last season. To add a solid defender and the league's leading scorer is just insane. This team is going to be must-watch basketball last season. I can say that much. The near future for the Mercury is looking very promising. And that will conclude the video. What do you guys think of this? What are your thoughts on the Phoenix Mercury now heading into this season after these recent additions? Can they go all the way? Let me know all your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave it a like and subscribe. But with that being said, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.